All right, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I'm driving a 2018 Jaguar E-Pace. Up front is a 2.0 liter turbocharged inline 4. And down below is a 9-speed automatic transmission. If you'd like to read more of my thoughts, head on over to carmarshal.com/overdrive if you'd like to read more about the Jaguar E-Pace. But let's get back to that turbocharged 4-cylinder. Well, it doesn't mess around. It's not the slowest thing in the world. It's actually pretty quick. And this is the R-Dynamic package, so it does have a little bit more power over the stock E-Pace. And I quite enjoy that. All right, so we are down in dynamic. Sorry, it probably gave that Whipple noise effect and I apologize for that, but this is a plucky little 2-liter, but it definitely moves. It definitely gets out of its own way. It's not going to be the fastest thing in the world, but it definitely moves. I was a little hesitant about the fact that it is just a 2-liter 4-cylinder, but I really liked it. Like I said, paired to it is a 9-speed automatic transmission. Haven't really noticed anything that I dislike about it. You can paddle shift it, which is super nice. I really do like that you can paddle shift it. I think it adds a lot of driving fun to the vehicle. So let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have 2 gauges. On the left is my speed, and on the right is my tachometer. And in the middle, we do have a screen that'll tell me a bunch of different things. On the steering wheel, on the right, I have my cruise control options, and on the left, I have my screen and media options. As well as up above, I actually have a heads-up display, which is super nice. Really like that heads-up display. It's very easy to read. Right now, it's giving me my current speed. To the left, I have tailgate lane departure warning, my gauge cluster lights, and then on the door, I have, of course, window switches, lock and unlock, and I have 3 different memory seats. I really like this. I love memory seats. I think they're some of the best features that you can put in a car because I do a lot of these reviews and I feel bad messing people's seats up, so they can just memory seat back to whatever it was and all is right with the world. In the center, I do have a very nice media center. This is where you're gonna get navigation, telephone, your backup camera. I like that there's a designated button on screen for the backup camera. What I also like about the center screen is that when you're not doing anything, it just shows a picture of the Jaguar to kind of remember that you're in something a little bit more special than a Ford Escape. Down below that, we have our climate control options. What I really like about this is the dials on the climate control. They light up in the middle, but only when the car is on. So when the car is off, they look nice and sleek. But then once you turn the vehicle on, it actually lights up low, high, or your fan speed or whatever you want, which is super helpful. And I think it's really sort of futuristic. Then we come down to the shifter. Now, the shifter is decently normal. Park is a button, which I'm not a big fan of. When park is just a button, it's very unsatisfying personally. But nevertheless, park is just a button, but it works like a regular shifter. But next to the shifter, we have a couple of interesting buttons. We do have hill descent control, which I really like. I think if you plan on off-roading or going down a hill, hill descent control is a must-have nowadays. It just makes life way easier. And I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna piss off all the guys with CJ Jeeps that are like, oh, you know, we did everything manual. I get it, but we don't have to do that anymore, so why would you? Then we have the automatic start stop off, which is an awesome button because I hate automatic stop start off with a burning passion. It is horrible. Then traction control off, nothing too crazy there, but then we do get the drive mode button. So there is rain, snow, and ice. Move it down to eco, comfort, or dynamic. Now dynamic is going to be your sport mode or whatever you want to call it. Then you get 2 cup holders, center console, nothing too crazy there. The seats are actually pretty comfortable. They are perforated leather. They have this nice red stitching on them that I'm a big fan of. And the red stitching carries out throughout the interior. But we do have a back seat, so we'll do a back seat review. All right, so we're in the back of the 2018 Jaguar E-Pace, and there's actually a leather care booklet on the back of this seat, which is interesting, but decently comfortable back seats. We got a center console with cup holders and a little center console to put whatever you want. Window switches, 1 touch down, 1 touch back up. I do have 3, count them, 3 USB chargers down here, 5-volt USB chargers. So if you do have 3 passengers back here, they can all charge a separate device, or you could charge 3 devices. Your camera, your phone, and your TI-84 calculator, I guess. But the rear passengers really get to enjoy this full panoramic sunroof. It's not even a sunroof. It doesn't open. Actually, I don't really know what to call it. It's a giant glass roof. Is it a sunroof? Is it a moonroof? No one knows. But I really, really like it. I mean, this on a rainy or stormy day or through the mountains. Oh man, I don't think it gets better than this. I really don't. Overall, I am pretty comfortable in the interior. It is a pretty nice interior. What's interesting is that I do have a sunroof, but then the actual roof, this headliner is, I believe it's Alcantara, and it looks super, super plush, super, super classy, and I really, really like it. I haven't seen this in any other cars that I've driven, and I have to say that I am a big, big fan. It adds this nice level of luxuriousness to the interior. Now let's talk about looks. I think the E-Pace looks great. I think it sort of got some criticism when it came out. You know, a Jaguar SUV, no one really had seen one before. No one was really sure what to think when they announced that Jaguar would be making an SUV. I think it honestly looks pretty good. Since everyone, and I mean everyone, is trying to make an SUV nowadays, I think this is definitely in the top 50% for looks, if not higher than that. I like it. It looks aggressive. I like the R-Dynamic badges, adds that, you know, little special feeling to it. And overall, I think it just is a really good looking SUV. So this being the first Jaguar I have ever reviewed here on the channel, what do I think? Well, it honestly drives like almost every other SUV. It's comfortable, it's quiet, and I feel similar to the way I feel about the Range Rover Evoque that I reviewed. Because the Evoque wasn't something that was super out there, super crazy, weird, different, that you would have to know like a secret password to be able to buy. And I really thought it was going to be. And I thought that the Jaguar E-Pace was going to be this really weird offshoot SUV that is really hard to understand and just different. And it's really not. It's really not different at all. It's just like all the other SUVs. And I don't mean that as a diss. I don't mean to say that it's cookie cutter, because it's not cookie cutter at all. I think it has superior looks, it sounds great, drives a lot better than a lot of things I've driven, but it's not as different as I thought it would be. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something about the 2018 Jaguar E-Pace. I want to give a huge shout out to Ian. His YouTube channel is Huracan Ian. I will leave his channel in the description below. He is the one who owns this and let me drive it. So thank you, Ian, so much. Definitely go check out his channel. He's doing a bunch of car stuff over there as well. So definitely check out his videos. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys. There goes a sight from my soul.